Hey Decide Destiny crew, Carl Spreedy's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny daily dose. Decide to find presence in order to receive gifts from life. Presence falls in line with that philosophy that you receive your purpose, you receive your mission, you receive your answers, you receive who you're supposed to be, you receive all that information. You don't go out scrambling for it, digging holes for it, fighting for it, bumping people out of the way for it. No, you receive it. And when you're in that state of presence, when you're in that state of raised awareness, when you're in that state of, I would say, deeper spirituality, you're able to tune in to the moment. And your mind isn't going like a mouse on a, your mind isn't on overdrive, thinking, worrying, concerning. And you'll see this as soon as you meditate. If you haven't meditated for a while, you'll see as soon as you do it, your mind goes overdrive. It's like on a treadmill, And so if you are present in the moment, if you tune into the moment, if you tune into everything, you're able to receive the answers that you've been looking for. You're able to receive the gifts in your life, and you're actually able to see so much more clearly. Because what happens? We see life as a blur. We see everything in our life, all the fears, all the worries, all the concerns, as one big sped up movie trailer. We see it as this big blur, and when we actually get present in the moment, we start receiving these moments and these scenes in our life that actually help us. And one thing I can relate to is, as a photographer, when you're present, when you do a location, or when you look at something and state, I'm aware of that, I'm aware of that, I'm aware of that. When you do your breathing, whatever work that you do, the more you raise your awareness, the better you are, and you actually receive the moments. And there's a difference between looking in photography, looking for shots, maybe that's a shot, maybe that's a shot. Scrambling, right? Which is just, parallel to us looking in our lives. Looking, maybe that's a moment, maybe that's an avenue, maybe that's my purpose, maybe that's my mission. Maybe I should do that because this one said that, maybe I should do that because this one said this. But when you're looking for those sorts of things, you miss so much more. So you change the frame and you start seeing, what does that involve? Which a lot of people, or our modern society, probably doesn't necessarily appreciate or fully appreciates. It involves just being. And I'm not talking about going and sitting on a hill, sitting on a mountain in the middle of Tibet, or not doing anything with your life, but just being. That state of just being is something that leaders use, world leaders, game changers use. Because sometimes there is that moment where they just have to take pause. You look at a sportsman, an athlete who's about to go for a kick, or about to throw a ball, or whatever they're going to do. They take that moment of pause, don't they? They get present with the moment, and they're receiving the gift. It's like they're receiving all that power building up. When you used to play a video game, when you play video games, and you see like the power building up the more that the player rests. So they're receiving those gifts. So how does this work in real life? Well, for me, I was taking photographs on safari, Kruger National Park in South Africa. I was taking photographs, bang, 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 just trying to get everything. And all the shots were okay. They were nothing spectacular. They were just snaps. A snapshot is, this is the moment, this is what I captured. Photograph is, my God, this moment evokes something in me and captures a different sort of set of emotions, and totally, changes something or hits some nerve inside me. And so for me to capture those sort of photographs, I had to be present and just start enjoying the moment. And that's a beautiful thing about presence, is that you get a secondary gift, which is actually enjoying the moment wherever you are. You enjoy the environment. You enjoy being a part of the interaction of life around you, because you get involved with life. So started breathing, started looking at the leaves, looking at the trees, looking at the animals, looking at the different things that the guide has been teaching us along the way. And then I was able to receive a magnificent photograph of a leopard yawning. So, and by yawning, you saw its full teeth and everything. So that's what you can get. That's the sort of gifts you can get when you are present. When you're present at the moment. And don't let it be confused. So number one, don't let it be confused with not doing anything. Oh, I've got all these things to do. Why would I just be? Why would I just meditate? Why would I slow down? Take pause. The reason you take pause is because if you think you're going from step one, step two to step three, if you just scramble and rush and don't take check and don't look back at your last week and see what you could have done better, then you're just going to scramble and you're going to go around 54 different steps before you get to the final place that you wanted to do, instead of just taking 3 steps. So you actually cut time. You're actually able to transform and shift time because you're able to be more clear with your conviction. You're able to be more clear with your execution. So that's number one, why you be more present. Number two, you get the added gift of actually engaging, interacting, and enjoying the moment you're in. And life actually starts to come alive. Light actually shines through, and you're able to taste things better. You're able to, start to have a bit of mindfulness and be a bit happier. You're able to interact with people, and things don't bother you quite as much and don't make you as angry. Your emotions don't rule over you. Your feelings don't dictate how you're experiencing this life anymore. So that's number two. And number three is that something else kicks into your performance. So when you're present, whenever I was talking about when you're taking photographs of, animals, but, it was the same when I was playing sport, or whenever I had to do a presentation, or, whenever I had to, execute something that maybe I thought I wasn't, able to do or I couldn't do. And what happens is you tap into this kind of otherworldly strength that you didn't have. You go, where did that come from? I thought I could only do 5 reps and I couldn't get past that, but how could I get to that next level? And that's being present. See, these people lift and they said, these powerlifters, I didn't have anything else in me, or to do to break this record, I didn't have anything left in my tank. But you see, just before they go and do it, they get present in the moment, and they're pulling something out from their soul. They're pulling something out from deep within, and they're getting present, and they're finding the power, they're finding the energy. Someone that I know quite close to me, not a very strong person, but when someone was quite sick, and so a fellow family member was quite sick, and quite a larger family member, this man was able to pick her up and take her out, to go to the hospital. And so physically, he performed out of his skin. He had strength that he didn't have before, but he got present in the moment. He saw what needed to be done, and he got present in the moment. So make sure, guys, that you are getting present in the moment, so that you can receive the gifts in your life. How do I do these videos with people walking around, with noises, people looking at me funny, maybe trying to interrupt me, different sort of things? I'm present. I'm present with this message that I have to deliver. I feel inspired to deliver. I'm present with the words that I'm saying. I'm present with where I'm going with the conversation. Even though I'm just talking to a camera, even though it's public, even though there's a bunch of different noises in this present moment and people, look at me, I'm present with this message. So that's what you've got to be. Get present so that you can receive the gifts. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around for anyone else who you feel may take some gifts from this message. And as always, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.